Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Hilo Reef, which is a tunnel design tent that sleeps up to 5 people from our sun collection. With the tent being in our sun collection, you'll find that the fly sheet is our Outtex Airtech. This is a technical cotton, which is 65% cotton and 35% polyester. What that means is that it's very good quality material. It's going to last a very long time. It's naturally waterproof, and it actually reacts to the environment that it's in as well, whereby if it's a hot sunny day like today, you'll be kept nice and cool inside, and vice versa as well. The frame that we use on the tent is primarily made up of steel poles for the main body of the tent, so obviously this is going to make it nice and solid and rigid, and then the front canopy actually has a Duratec fiberglass pole for that there. What you will notice is any of the poles that are different lengths, we actually colour code the sleeves to the poles just so you know that the right pole goes in the right place, making pitching very simple. Some other features that we have here, we have our Outwell wind stabiliser system. So I'll just show you how that works. All we have to do is take the Velcro tabs, wrap them around the pole, and then use this Velcro to secure them in place. And then there's one at the top and at the bottom of every pole. When you attach these and pull the guy lines out, it makes a big difference to the overall stability of the tent, making it really stable even in high wind conditions. Some other features on here, you can see that we're using our floating guy line system. So this is where we have 2 different guy lines. One is the same mocha colour as the tent, so that ties in with the tone there. And then at the bottom half we have our luminous classic Outwell guy line here, just to stop you from tripping over them. Each guy line then also has its own retainer, so you can just see here that when it comes to packing away the tent, we just wrap the guy line up on our hand and pop it in here so that the next time it comes to pitching it, the guy lines are easily accessible. Another feature on the tent is that we provide you with the Outwell easy pegging system. So this is where we supply you with 3 different types of peg for the tent. We have the solid steel pegs here, which are used for the corners, so your anchor pegs. We then have the black plastic pegs for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent, and we have our luminous plastic peg for all of the luminous guy lines, ensuring that you get the right peg in the right place. Some other features here as well, you'll just see down the side that we have large ventilation panels, allowing cool fresh air into the tent, keeping you that little bit more comfortable. So as I mentioned, at the front of the Hilo, you will find that we have this pre-attached canopy on here, giving you a nice sheltered and shaded area to be able to sit and relax, and also making sure that you're not going to get any water coming straight into the door as well. All of the windows on the tent are very large, so allowing you to be able to see quite clearly out from the inside of the tent. But what we have done is we've tinted all of these windows, so it serves 2 key functions. One is to reflect the sun away and keep you a little bit more comfortable inside the tent, and the other is obviously to give you a little bit more privacy as well. So the front door here, you can see we only have half open at the moment, but this can actually be fully zipped, completely open, to create a real open front tent, bringing a little bit of the outside inside. When we step back into the tent, there's certainly plenty of space in here. I'm around 1.95 m tall, and you can see there's lots of head height above me here, and thanks to those large windows that I mentioned, also feels very spacious in here. The ground sheet that we use in this tent is actually a full zip-in ground sheet, so it zips all the way around on all sides, hopefully keeping out those unwanted bugs, but more importantly protecting you from the elements. But the ground sheet itself is a double coated polyethylene, so it's really durable, it's going to last a long time, and it's got a hydrostatic head of at least 10,000 millimeters as well. Some other features on the inside of the tent, we can see that we have the ventilation panels above the windows, where we mentioned the external ventilation before. And you'll also see that each of the windows that we mentioned has its own curtain. So these can either be brought halfway up like we have here, or they can be fully closed as well. The tent also has a side entrance here, so again we can lift that door up on the outside while still having the mesh panel, so lots and lots of ventilation opportunity there. At the top, in the middle of the tent, you'll find that there's a lantern hanging point here, and then we have cable tidies which run away from that down to where the ground sheet actually zips in. What that allows you to do is bring in any electricity cables or anything like that, rather than having to run them through the doors. At the back of the tent is where you'll find the sleeping compartments, and as I mentioned before, this tent sleeps up to 5 people. You can see that the bedrooms are attached to the tent using our wave-shaped hanging point system here. And what that does is it just takes away any stress points off of the seam at the top of the bedroom. With it being an Outwell tent, you'll find that we have our universal bedroom system at the back here. So what that means is by simply untoggling around the front and then around the back, taking these zips and opening them up, what you can actually do is completely get rid of one half of the bedrooms, and that will fold down and roll away, leaving you with one larger bedroom and even more living space here. Also, you'll see feature-wise we have some mesh storage pockets on the outside. There's also some storage pockets on the inside, and you'll also see at the back we have a large ventilation panel which corresponds again to the outside ventilation. And you'll also just notice here that the bedroom is split using a full zipped sheet in the middle here. There are a few optional extras available for the tent, including a carpet for the living area here. There's also a footprint available to go under the tent for a little bit more protection, and there's also a front extension available as well. So that's all the features of our Hilo Reef. Thanks very much for watching.